welcome back. Today I'm going to share with you 10 products that I wouldn't repurchase, or why I didn't repurchase, or they didn't work for me. So if you're interested in that, then just keep watching this video. Thanks. Let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that I wouldn't repurchase is these Herbal Essences Naked Dry Shampoo. I've tried this a few times and I like the product, but actually the little thing sometimes works, sometimes it doesn't. It's not strong enough, and I heard that a lot of people had the same problem, so I think it's a packaging problem. So if Herbal Essences would put this formula into something else, I would totally repurchase it. But as of right now, I wouldn't repurchase it because I keep trying and I keep wasting my money. This keeps raking on me, and absolutely I'm not gonna keep doing that. I'll probably end up buying the Batiste one that I want to try, and yeah, let's go from there, because I can't spend $6 in a dry shampoo that it's gonna break after a week. Well, I have a lot of product inside this tube, so that's why I wouldn't repurchase it. The formula, it's great. I just don't care for the packaging or the little dispenser thing right here. The next thing, it's a CVS sunscreen SPF 30. I've mentioned before that I took this to the beach when we went to California, and it made my skin burn to the point that I peeled. And I have darker skin, so for me peeling it's even harder. I don't peel very frequently unless I don't use any sunscreen and I spend the day at the beach, which I've done before. But lately I've been trying to take care of my skin, or you know, since I understood how bad the sun is, I've been trying to use sometimes twice the amount of sunscreen that I actually need. So I bought this. I use it for my daughter and I, because we ran out of the other one that my kids used that day, and my boys didn't peel or anything, and my daughter and I, we peeled. So the next day I was like, well, maybe, I don't know, maybe it was me, maybe I'm the one who's having the problem. And I still use the same sunscreen. I didn't apply it on my daughter. I bought a different one for her, and it happened the same thing. The next day it happened the same thing, and I had a sunburn like crazy. I had, my back was red. It wasn't even pink, it was red, and it was hurting. And I was using those kind of shirts with no like back, or really small back, and every time I put my bag or a backpack or something, especially the day we went to Universal Studios, I almost died because I felt like it was burning, and everything that touched my skin, it was really, really bad. So I think it was this sunscreen. It was the only thing that I applied that day, and it didn't work for me, and I wouldn't repurchase it. I'm actually gonna throw it in the garbage, even though it's full and I have another one full. So didn't work. I just I wouldn't recommend it, especially for kids. Another thing that I mentioned recently that I wouldn't repurchase is this Vaseline Total Moisture Cocoa Radiant, and it's a body gel oil. I love to use oils whenever my skin is really, really dry, and sometimes I even warm it up in the microwave before I apply it, because I feel like my skin absorbs better the product. This one I'm applying like it is, and I used it a long time ago and it was kind of okay. I just didn't like that it was too sticky and it remained on the top of your skin for a really long time before it actually absorbs it. But the problem with this, I'm gonna put a picture right now, it peeled my skin, my legs, and to the point that the bottom of my legs, from the knee down, that's the area that I was peeled the most. I mean, I've never peeled in that area, and I didn't spend the day in the sun. So I didn't understand it. I used it for 2 more days and it kept doing the same thing. Once I checked, the first ingredient is mineral oil. So that might be why my skin is reacting like this to it. But I just can't use it. I wouldn't recommend it, especially if you have a tan or if you self-tan. The mineral oil that this has, I think it creates something, at least on my skin, that it makes me peel. It makes my skin look even worse. So I've applied this because I want a moisturized kind of skin, and it's totally the opposite. It's dry, it's peeling, and it's not good. And it took me a good week to go back to my regular moisturizer to make it look somewhat okay. But a week with peeled legs, it wasn't fun. I wouldn't recommend this. 2 concealers that I wouldn't recommend, even to my worst enemy, which I don't have a worst enemy, by the way, but are these 2 concealers from Wet n Wild. The first one is the Wet n Wild Coverall. This thing is just, it's like you didn't apply anything. It's kind of the Vaseline product. It makes things worse. I apply it and it looks ashy, it looks gray, and it makes my darkness look even darker, which is not the point of applying concealer. And then it dries to a powder consistency that sets on all of my fine lines. So no, I wouldn't repurchase it. I wouldn't recommend it. And the other one is the Coverall Stick. This is the other product from Wet n Wild. I mentioned this before. I wanted to give it another go just for, you know, because this one wasn't working for the tutorial that I did with the Wet n Wild products. And it's still the same. It's greasy, it doesn't cover, it makes my under eye look ashy. I just can't work with this concealers. I have a concealer that it's about $3 from e.l.f. and this one right here, the concealer and highlighter, that it gives great coverage. These ones are inexpensive, but they have horrible coverage. So save your money, buy something from e.l.f. I think it's gonna be a lot better, especially if you try the under eye concealer and highlighter. From my dark circle, it works. So just so you know, skip the concealers from Wet n Wild. Talking about Wet n Wild, I have a mascara that I wouldn't repurchase, and this is the Wet n Wild Fergie Collection mascara. It's an amazing wand, but the product itself, it's dry. It's really dry. And it's goopy. It's goopy dry, so it's really hard. It doesn't really apply to your lashes. It takes a lot of build-up, about 10 coats, so it shows up. And I ended up applying false lashes on top of it because it doesn't make my lashes look like anything. It was like my lashes with some grayish powder on top of it because of how dry the formula is, and it's not very black, so I wouldn't recommend it. This was about $6, and I can buy my Maybelline favorite mascara, which is the Mega Plush, for the same amount of money. So yeah, wouldn't repurchase this one. Talking about Maybelline, I have the Big Eyes mascara. This didn't work for me. It's a mascara that has two wands. The first one, which is the one for the top lashes, and then it has a small wand for the lower lashes. No, this doesn't work. I mean, it starts to fall out all in this area. It gets inside my eyes. It burns my eyes, and I have very sensitive eyes. So if any fiber or anything falls in it, I need to remove all my makeup because it's gonna start itching, and if I touch my eyes, it's gonna get even worse. So this didn't work for me. It might work for somebody else. I'm not saying the formula is bad or that it makes your lashes look bad like the Wet n Wild one, but this one, the problem that I have is that it kind of flakes all over this area. I have to keep watching in the mirror just to make sure I don't have any flaking, and at the same time it hurts my eyes, so that's why I wouldn't recommend it. And the last mascara I have is the Lash Out Butterfly. I'm not gonna go into why I hate this mascara, but I can't deal with it. It's too much. It's that kind of mascara that it's a flexible thing, and I don't really enjoy that. The brush, it's kind of weird, but the main thing why I don't like this mascara, it's because of the flaking. It flakes really bad on me. I don't know, it's because it extends your lashes to a point that I have short lashes, so it maybe extends my lashes and then it starts to flake all over this area. I hate to be watching in the mirror and trying to see, oh, is my mascara okay? That and my concealer is my worst thing. So I don't like to keep watching in the mirror to see if I have to retouch my makeup. I want something that is going to stay there all day long, and that when I look in the mirror, it may have fade away a little, but it's not messy and it's not running all over my face, and it's not making me look like I'm tired. So yes, this didn't work for me. Flakes, and I don't see anything amazing like making my lashes so long or more voluminous. It may work for somebody else, but for me it didn't work. Last two things is this one, the e.l.f. eyeshadow, Flawless Eyeshadow. This has 4 colors and it's in the color Goddess. I love these colors. They're very pretty, and that's why I bought it, and I even had a look in mind when I bought this. This is only $2, but honestly it's the worst eyeshadow consistency I've ever tried. It is crumbly and it starts to make like little balls of eyeshadows, and it's hard to blend into your eyelids. I wouldn't recommend it. I think it's honestly the worst eyeshadows I've ever tried. I'm not saying that the whole line is. I'm saying that this one, which is Golden Goddess, didn't work for me. And I think that you can find other eyeshadows from the e.l.f. line that work much better. And like I said, I mean, the colors, they're pretty. The formula of the eyeshadows didn't work for me at all. Lastly, I have some Kiss Gel Dress Gel Polish Solution. These are just the little decals that you apply to your nails. I bought this after giving up on fake nails for a special occasion. I thought it was kind of cute and cool, and that I didn't have to wait for my polish to dry. They didn't work. These ones were for $2.99 and the regulars one were about $8.99. So I kind of thought that this was the last one and that's why it was on sale, but I think it was on sale because it doesn't work. This actually, once you apply it, and then you have to file it and, you know, to cut the excess. And once you file it, it starts to peel the color and you can see the white underneath the actual sticker itself. So I don't know, I just think that they didn't work for me. And they were easy to apply, but they looked messy. So I'm gonna try the regular line for $8.99, and also I'll try different brands. But this one's from Kiss. I'm actually gonna try to return them because I didn't like them at all. Well, girls, that was it. I hope you enjoy these 10 products that I wouldn't repurchase. As I mentioned before, I hope that you don't get offended by this. These are products that didn't work for me. So I try to do these videos just to let you know why I wouldn't repurchase them and what didn't work for me. And that way you can kind of see, well, I don't care if, you know, it looks natural because I like my lashes natural. I don't care if it flakes because I don't care, you know? But I'm just letting you know my experience with these products, just in case you want to purchase these products and try them for yourself. So remember to subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed so you can keep up with my videos Monday through Fridays. Also, thumbs up this video if you want to see more of the products that didn't work for me and why they didn't work for me. And I will see you in tomorrow's video. Mwah.